In fact, Oveson mentions this motion of Venus, relating it to the five-petaled flower, many of which appear throughout Washington, D.C., which represent the path of Venus as shown in this drawing from a well-known book on astronomy from the 18th century.
I have always believed that hope is that stubborn thing inside us that insists, despite all the evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us. That something better awaits us. So long as we have the courage to keep reaching, to keep working, to keep fighting.
And what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth, It's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, and it's a race with no prejudice, a race within the race of humanity that bears no prejudice against anyone. So that's really the statement in itself.
Well, that's great. That's really good. That's really good. Now, you are...
The idea that if you're willing to work hard, it doesn't matter who you are, or where you come from, or what you look like, or where you love. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white, or Hispanic, or Asian, or Native American, or young or old, or rich or poor, able, disabled, gay or straight. You can make it here in America if you're willing to try. I believe we can seize this future together, because we are not as divided as our politics suggests, and we remain more than a collection of red states and blue states.
Welcome to the future of your world.
This is the manifesto of Mother Monster. And thus began the beginning of the new race, a race within the race of humanity.
That is reportedly Lady Gaga inside that interesting show-like sculpture.
And what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth, it's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, a race within the race of humanity.
So here I am in the middle of nowhere with my customer, and I turn around and there's 3 rattlesnakes.
Oh, right, it's a good...
He has been called by many names. A lawless beast. But most know him as the Antichrist.
wave flooding through New York, as seen in the movie The Day After Tomorrow. You can see it on screen.
The most evil character in human history that will make Hitler and Stalin pale.
40 or 50% of Americans say they believe in key elements of the end-time scenario.
He has been called by many names. The lawless one, the beast, but most know him as the Antichrist.
That will make Hitler and Stalin pale.
The Antichrist is coming. 40 or 50% of end times.
Bearded giant rising up out of the ground. Or perhaps out from his grave. The statue is called The Awakening. And seems to be the perfect companion to the virgin symbolism which appears throughout the city, not the least of which is the goddess Freedom that sits atop the U.S. Capitol. A replica of Freedom is found inside the Capitol itself. The Virgin is said to symbolize purity and perfection, and hence becomes the alchemical companion to the perfected man, who also brings forth the divine child. In front of the Supreme Court building are found a male figure to one side and a female to the other. But centered in the tympanum above is not a man, but a woman, said to be the goddess Liberty enthroned. But exactly what liberty does she represent? Seems most plausible. Is the pentagram merely an